Go Sundowns win it 3-0
Easy.
against Stellenbosch.
Come
Sundowns
on.
is bullying, bro.
It's Stellenbosch. But they drew last weekend.
Yeah, but they're bullying now.
And then they moved
Stellenbosch
Chiefs
is a
also.
good, yeah,
4-0, then. Bring back. They Chiefs.
4-0.
Is it there?
Yeah, it's been 4-0. And then last is all.
Hey, Royal M.
Chiefs lost 2-0.
Yeah, so against City of Cape Town. Cape Town City.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that. That was interesting. Kaizer Chiefs was actually bullied the whole game. What the fuck?
Yep.
It was sad to watch.
We're taken to the
Like I don't even support PSL, but
We can go in 3, 2,
yeah, man.
1, and action.
Yo, welcome to another episode of the Playground Chat, guys. Yo, it's been a minute that I did the intro actually. I'm feeling a lot, nostalgic about it. But yo, I'm with my brother Ntshinga. What's good, bro?
What's happening?
You good, my
Ladies
G?
and gentlemen, I go by the name of Luthando Ntshinga time.
Okay.
It's been a good week, very eventful in terms of in terms of the sports ground, sports world. And let's get into it, man. Let's get right into it.
Wow, let's talk about SA because we always start with the motherland. Pitso gets his CAF pro license, making him the only South African coach to have ever gotten this accolade.
Yep.
Well deserved.
Yeah, man. I think with Usman, he's a good student of the game. He's one of those guys, Chuma, who's dedicated to bettering himself as a coach, but also bettering the players that he works with and the players that are around him. He doesn't look at himself as a South African coach. He looks at himself as a coach, and he's a big inspiration to us younger coaches in the game.
Yeah, I think Ila and Doge, like our, let's say, younger coaches, always limit themselves to being a South African coach.
Yeah, I mean, they limit themselves in terms of a lot of things that they do. But he's living proof that his dedication, hard work, and application actually as well. Yeah, it is hard. It does take a lot of years to gather those badges, especially if you weren't an ex-professional. But he was. But like I'm just saying, like in general, it's difficult to accumulate those badges. The fact that he's the first South African and one of the only 2 non-Moroccans to be on that list is a huge achievement.
Now, shout out. We always speak highly about Pitso on the chat. People know that we love him, and yeah, congratulations on that. Looking forward to Benny also following those footsteps. I mean, he's at Man United now, so a lot of things are happening that are good actually in terms of e-football as a South African.
Yeah.
Talk about SA football. Hey, I don't know. Wait, still on coaching.
Yeah.
You were coach, yeah?
Yeah.
United this past weekend because I was in the field. I was actually at the field. I was watching sports.
We won 1-0 this weekend. Past weekend. We've got a double header this weekend.
Like last weekend.
Last weekend we were playing against a team called Hotspurs.
Okay.
Yeah, we won 1-0. We're playing a double header this weekend. So
at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
I must pull up. It's always a very good environment, but
it's dope. We're getting there. Like
guys, come to Langa Stadium on Saturdays. Trust me. Like there's all sports. The most serious cast ever. Anyways, other news: LeBron inks 2-year, 97.1 deal, making him the highest earning active player in the NBA. This is a 36-year-old earning this kind of money.
Sometimes you gotta equate it to how much revenue that he'll bring into the franchise. I mean, we're all buying number 23 LeBron. We're buying James. So he's the most famous basketball player in the world. It's not even arguably. I don't think it's arguable.
Nah, it's not arguable.
So
it is.
Yeah, his pay packet is reflective of his stature in the game, rather than his age or his actual productivity at the moment. I think he'll always be monster.
It's more about the name.
Yeah, it's more about the name.
Shout out LeBron.
Cristiano.
Yeah. He's basically 36-year-olds, both in a well out of their primes, but still the name just looks
Yeah.
yeah, it makes sense. I always had the comparison that MJ reminded me of Messi, and then LeBron
feel like
is more for
Steph-
Ronaldo.
I feel like
If you think about
one-
MJ,
if
if you-
MJ for me, you can't touch him. MJ
That's
for
the
me is
thing,
like,
it's
MJ
talent.
for me in football is like
Messi, because
no,
it's pure
for me,
talent.
Messi, Messi is hard, but like it's something like
Messi doesn't work hard.
he's hard. He does work
Oh.
hard. Like in order for him to be there, he had to be. I'm talking about like somewhat natural talent for me. It'd be like Maradona, somebody who did lines and went to the war.
Okay.
For me,
I get you.
that's the guy.
Yo, yeah.
That's the guy. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
like that was natural. Like Ronaldo, those yes. Like in terms of the accolades, one Messi the greatest of all time.
No, that's the accolades. Just watching Messi,
But
just
watching
the gaps
it's like,
that he gets to.
it's like even for me, Ronaldinho was a better player than Messi, in my opinion. But
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. KD rescinds his Nets trade and opts to stay with them at the Nets. So the Nets.
Where was it gonna go?
Well, the Bucks and I think the 76ers.
Is the Bucks for Giannis?
Giannis, yeah.
Oh,
they wanted to play with
he
KD.
was gonna get something. He was gonna win. He's gonna win a ring.
Yeah,
KD was going with the
there's
different
only
league.
one team that is a problem in the league, and everyone knows it's
Golden
GSW. So people are trying to form super teams to beat them because
Yeah, because I think that's what GSW did. They
like
formed teams.
before when this started, all this talk about Nets are falling apart. Kyrie was summed like in like back was linked to the Lakers.
Okay.
And then it was like, yo, some nostalgic signing, but Kyrie is gonna play with
LeBron.
LeBron, and then Anthony Davis is like, oh, yeah. Well, so a lot of teams are thinking about it, but yo, we need to make it work. Like
But-
in
but
Nets,
GSW,
we need
like,
to make it work.
GSW have the best 3-point shooter in history, and they've got Thompson who can shoot from threes also with the
Yeah.
last with the pass. They've changed the way basketball is played. Those guys. They've made 3 points normal scoring. Like GSW,
It's crazy, like even the players that come from like the drafts and the trades, and they all come into a system.
You might.
They all come into the system, and then they start playing like they've been playing forever together. That's what's crazy about the Golden State. They just click. Everyone plays well. It's crazy. I don't understand. I don't understand how they do it.
I think it's the way they recruit. Also, their structures. I wouldn't be clued up so much, but like their structures. It must be the way they recruit and the type of players they want to meet. I think Steph Curry was drafted at number 7. So 6 teams passed on him. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
they knew what they were building.
They
got a dynasty.
it's yo.
Where is GSW? What city is that actually? Golden State. What city is Golden State?
I'll check. I forgot.
Which
Okay.
Golden State?
Miami Heat. Udonis Haslem signed a year extension, making his 20th season return. What the hell?
Who's that?
Luthando Haslem, Udonis Haslem. He's like a veteran in the game. He's coming back for his 20th season. He's not even like, bad. Anyways, Usyk wins the 12-round title bout.
San Francisco.
Yeah. So nice, chilled.
Yeah, the Golden State.
Usyk wins the 12-round bout against Anthony.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think, like I was saying earlier to you when I was speaking of I feel like Usyk is a much better boxer than Joshua in terms of boxing, like boxing, like the sport, art form of boxing. I think Anthony Davis, no.
No, Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua, sorry. If Anthony Joshua had made it a dogfight, used his power and his size over Usyk, I mean, he would have fared better. But I mean, I was watching a couple of the highlights of that fight. I didn't watch the whole fight, but the way that Usyk was throwing his up jab and kept on stunning Joshua. Just man,
And it wasn't even close. It was 116
Yeah.
to 112 on the
Yeah.
judges' scorecards. Basically, Usyk was getting
Yeah.
full 10, beating the.
Usyk for me, great boxer. But I think Usyk should fight Fury. That'd be a great boxing fight. But I think Deontay Wilder could knock Usyk out because Deontay Wilder is different. He gives you, he knows that he's not a technical boxer, so he throws bombs. And I think Usyk needs bombs thrown to his chin. Let's see if he'll survive that.
Interesting. Leon Edwards beats Kamara Usman, and post-conference says Usman was never a P4P KO boxer. I mean, fighter. That's what he said after the
Congratulations to Leon.
What a knockout!
Congratulations to Leon.
That's
great knockout. Yeah.
That's like what do they call it? Box office.
Yeah, man. Send him to sleep.
Yeah.
But I mean, Kamaru, I mean, is tied for the most title defenses in the UFC. So Leon is just high of winning, I guess. Saying that about someone who's definitely a legend. But Leon had a good fight, man. Like in the first round, he took Usman down, the first person in UFC history to take Usman down, and he's not even a wrestler. So there were signs from round one that this could happen, but Usman got back into the fight, dominated, but then got complacent. And I was watching a video earlier where Leon and his team were working on that finish.
Okay.
Like how they would set him up. And it worked exactly the way they were practicing. Like there's a video of him showing him the jab, boom, head kick. Video of him, good one. Congratulations to Leon again. But I mean, I'm an African now. Very sad that the Nigerian nightmare. Congratulations to Leon again. But I mean, I'm an African now. Very sad that the Nigerian nightmare lost, but he's definitely gonna get his rematch. And my money's still on Kamaru in the rematch, unless Leon hits him with one shot again. I don't see Leon having another way to win the fight.
Leon's quite strong. Yeah, no, nah, definitely. Okay, should we go into the leagues?
Yes, let's go.
Let's go. SA.
All right.
PSL. What's happening?
Today, which is the 24th of August, Mamelodi Sundowns have beat Stellenbosch 3-0.
Yeah, Mamelodi.
Yeah, Sundowns. I'm giving them the lead again this year.
Again.
Landslide victory, 10 to 15 points. It's my opinion. Amazulu are behind 1-0 for Golden Arrows. Game is still on. Chippa United is playing TX Galaxy 0-0. Typical South African football.
Who's in us?
Orlando Pirates is up 1-0 against Maruma Gallants.
Finally.
I'm doubting they'll score another goal. It's either Maruma Gallants comes back and draw 1-1 or it ends 1-0. Richards Bay, 60th minute, Richards Bay is 1-0 down to Supersport. Supersport are finally in the lead of a match. But again, there, 1-1 or 1-0. Royal AM is up 1-0 against Maritzburg. Again, 1-1 or 1-0. We're the king of the draws in this country, man.
1-0 or draws.
Yeah,
that's where we are.
can bet on it. We can bet on it. Just take a look at the standings. Wow.
What's happening?
Pirates.
Pirates number 1.
They're on top of the league as it stands.
Okay.
But they've played 6. Sundowns have played 5.
Okay. Give me that.
As it stands, so if they win the game 1-0, they'll be on top of the league. Sundowns is 2nd. Amazulu 3rd. TX Galaxy Royal AL 4th.
Where's Chiefs?
TX Galaxy 5th. Kaizer Chiefs is in 9th. Played 5, won 2, lost 3.
Amo!
So that's about 60%, right? But yeah, they're losing more games than they win.
How about Kaizer? What's up? No. This called Kaizer Chiefs is 9th.
Ninth.
Bro.
Maruma Gallants have played 4 through 4. See what I mean about the draws? Every club in this, every team in the league has a draw.
Let's check Bundesliga. That was for SA football.
Yeah, South Africa. We are in the Bundesliga. Let's check. This weekend, well, watch this game. Dortmund played against Bremen, right? And Dortmund was up 2-0, 85th minute, and lost the game 3-2.
Betway. It has to be Betway.
What do you mean?
Nah, that game was rigged.
You under that impression? No,
There's
man.
no way you can lose from being up
It's
to
possible.
in the 80s.
Chelsea lost against
Wait.
Real Madrid last year
Wait.
in Champions League. Like a bunch of the
Wait,
faces.
what was the time you said there's
85.
3 goals in 5 or
Plus
10
added
minutes?
time. Yeah.
let's say 10 minutes.
Yeah, they scored 3 goals in 10 minutes and they beat them. And Dortmund were playing at home.
Dortmund is weak. They always do this.
Leverkusen played Hoffenheim. They lost 3-0 at home as well. Shock results. Wolfsburg drew 0-0 with Schalke. Stuttgart lost 1-0 to Freiburg. Augsburg lost 2-1 to Mainz. And Union Berlin beat RB Leipzig 2-1. And RB Leipzig have the returning Timo Werner, who scored a beautiful goal on his debut.
I told y'all.
But
it was a
I
gimmick.
think the Red Bull teams lost a lot of players this season, and in one go.
They don't have a structure.
They always have. They'll probably get players from the other Red Bull teams, but they'll get there. I think Red Bull will be in the top 4 at the end of the season. It'll be Bayern, Dortmund, Red Bull. But it's gonna be tough one is number 4. But I think those 3 make it without a shadow of a doubt.
Wait, but Bayern, how many points? How many wins?
Oh, Bayern played on Sunday. Bayern played on Sunday. Also Saturday games. Bayern played on Sunday. They won 7-0 against Bochum. And Frankfurt drew 1-1 against Cologne. So in the league,
Bayern childish.
in the league,
7, yeah.
Bayern on top, played 3-1-3. Listen to this. Goals forward, 15. Goals against, 1.
Yeah.
They scored 15 goals in 3 games.
Nah, man, Farmers League.
Come on, it's not Farmers League. These are professional
Farming.
teams. These are professionals are playing against.
Op die plaats.
These are, come on,
Bayern,
these are professionals. These are professionals.
They will goes for next. What Italian?
Yeah, we're in Serie A. In the Serie A, I like the league though, especially for coaches, young coaches out there.
Which league?
The Serie A.
Oh.
If you're a coach and you're a young coach out there, my suggestion for you would be to watch the Serie A games and not be invested in the coaches that are the most famous coaches, because you won't be able to learn that there are other things and other ways. In Italy, teams play a tactical way, right? And in that tactical way that they play, teams are focused on their tactic. They believe in their tactical way, and their coaches, every aspect of the game is tactical. Throw-ins, corner kicks, build-up play, transitions.
I see what you
So it's, as a coach, it's slower than the Premier League because they don't have much athletes. Like Premier League is, sometimes it's not tactical, sometimes the athlete will break the lines for you. But in Italy, if you're not set up correctly, then you won't be able to break the lines. Some teams sit a nice low block, and if you want to play 3 at the back, and you want to have a good basis of 3 at the back, Italy is the place to go, because that's the league where that certain system has been advocated for and pushed for a lot. So
spoken like a true coach.
So it's for me the Italian league. So Torino played drew 0-0 against Lazio. Again, Lazio for me, I like Maurizio Sarri, he's one of my favorite coaches. But for me, with Sarri is sometimes his team don't have the cutting edge. They have all the possession, they create the chances, but they don't have the cutting edge. All of his teams sort of have that issue. It's a common thread that I think he needs to fix. But Torino 0-0 against that Udinese. Another 0-0 against Salernitana. Inter 1-3-0 against Spezia. Watch the game. Lukaku and Martinez are back. Very scared for the rest of the league. Sassuolo won 1-0 against Lecce.
That's Lukaku.
On Sunday, Napoli beat Monza 4-0. I used to be a big Napoli fan, like I told you long time, many times before, guys. I used to love Napoli, especially when Sarri was the coach. I loved the way they played. They missed out on the league by 1 point, 95 points, and Juventus got 96. Can't forget that season. But after what we were speaking about last time with the owner.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, man, fuck that. Anyway, moving on. Empoli drew 0-0 against Fiorentina.
That's how it goes out.
Yeah, it's a very tactical league.
Yeah, that's why they'll be like, no, 1-1.
Very tactically. It's not exciting, but it's very not. If you want to know more about the game, it's a very, very good league to go into. Speaking about Fiorentina, Jovic scored last week in his first game. Again, he's pulling Werner vibes. Not scoring consistently.
Hey,
I
man,
really
like
like
him.
Luka Jovic. I really liked him. I thought
Nah,
Chelsea would have gone for him a couple of
you
years
think
ago.
he's worth it?
He was. I believe when he was coming from Frankfurt,
Okay.
we should have went for him. He was for me one of the best strikers in Europe at the
What's
time.
the standings there in Italy?
In Italy, standings in Italy, Napoli are on top of the league. They've only played 2 games in Italy. So Napoli on top of the league,
so
followed by
still
Inter,
quite
followed
early.
by Roma. And those 3 teams have all won both their games. Roma also playing very well.
Roma has
Mourinho's
been
going for
playing.
it. Mourinho's going for it this season.
Roma and ACM, they always won.
I think Mourinho's going for this year, but he's quiet about it. I don't think he's going to let them know that he's going for the league. But I think he's going for the league.
What's next? France and then
In
England.
French,
League, Kelly League. No one watches the French league. Only French people do.
upset. Monaco lost 4-1 against Lens. Marseille won 2-1 against Nantes. Salzburg drew 1-1 against Rennes. Clermont Foot beat Nice 1-0. Angers lost 3-1 against Stade Brest. That's a big loss for Angers because the Stade Brest is a new team in the league. If they're beating Angers 3-1 away from home, Angers it's grinding for Angers. Toulouse drew 0-0 against Lorient. Montpellier lost 2-1 against Rocher. Rennes won 2-1 against AC. And the match of the week was Lille against Paris. And PSG beat Lille 7-1. And that should be
childish.
That's supposed to be the second best team in the league, maybe after Marseille.
Who?
Lille.
The one that got beaten 7-1.
Yeah.
Is the second best.
Yeah, it should be about the second best team in the league after Marseille.
What's the log there?
The log will be Paris will be on top of the log. I think they played 3-1-3. Goals forward 17. Goals against 3. Goal difference 14. Just a stat off the top of my head. Neymar's played 3 goals. He's assisted 5 and scored 5. So Neymar's the guy to watch this year.
Now,
Paris.
why would you go play there? Hey, how much is that serious? Let's go to England, bro. I think here is the real league.
The real league.
Oh no.
The real league. All right, let's go real league. So, what do you want to talk about? Like, I was just running through the leagues because I'm a European football expert. I like to call myself. I watch a lot of games, guys. I watch a lot of games. Like my weekends is sitting at home watching games. I think it's not because only coaching, but because I love football, man.
Yeah.
I watch South African games. If I could watch Chinese football, I would. I watch MLS games. You know?
But
I like the format. I like the format. Yeah, American format. They got an American format of playing
so
the game.
if you bet in MLS, always over
Goal to score.
1.5.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll let them know. So in the Prem, how did you feel overall about the weekend in the Prem?
Well, besides Chelsea, in terms of just
let me go to the results. Let's go through the results and you let me know, and then I'll give myself. I'll take your opinion of my own opinion.
Okay.
Spurs Wolves 1-0.
So guys, Spurs just I don't see them. The Wolves are a good team, but this Spurs is supposed to beat Wolves. It's supposed to beat Wolves. It's not even a question. Having a coach and those players that fought against Chelsea is supposed to beat them easy.
I think Wolves is my opinion. I think Wolves is a good side.
They are a good side. But they're not better than Spurs. Spurs are supposed to win that way more.
I think Wolves is a very good side. I think Spurs have got the concept thing now of winning games or drawing games even if they're not supposed to. It makes them very dangerous. Especially with how I'm seeing other teams are not afraid of Liverpool and Manchester City anymore.
But it's still the start of the league, man.
They're not afraid of them.
It always happens.
No. Like now,
City
I watched, we'll talk about it later, but I watched all Liverpool's games, all Manchester City games, and even though Manchester City won the game 3-0 against Bournemouth or whatever, Bournemouth still was attacking. Still, and even the Newcastle game, the players not speaking to the players, but listening to the players speak, They knew that they were going to come out and they were going to attack Manchester City. Their plan was to come out and to go toe to toe with City. But usually teams go there and try to get a low block and then win from there against City. If teams are saying from minute one, you come, we come, which means we're not afraid of Manchester City anymore, which means we're getting results, which means it's not it's different. I think Spurs is the team to beat, in my opinion, at the moment.
City always does this, guys. Like, I'm not even gonna think about this. It's been 3 games. Yeah, they've been not City, but Pep always makes a way, bro. He always finds a way, and then once he's on that streak, and there's no one that's gonna beat City. So teams really, before, like the teams that are obviously gonna play City soon, need to figure out what Newcastle did and stick to that way. But otherwise, it's
But you can't do what Newcastle did unless you have the type of There's one player that you're looking for Newcastle.
Besides the exact formation or whatever tactics,
what's the formation?
Just like go to the game and be like, yo, so press it out.
Press them high, fight. And you also needed one player who's outlet. You see what they had. We're talking about a game now. We're not really
okay.
So now we're moving on. Crystal Palace 3, Aston Villa 1.
Crystal Palace is a very good side. Aston Villa is also a great side, but hey man, Crystal Palace is on some different source this season.
They're playing nice.
They are on some different source. I think it's that combination of the All Blacks. It's just working. It's like it's vibranium, but no man. That's it's beautiful football to watch, especially in England. They probably making white mad, bro. They're making it mad.
Wolves are amazing.
They playing. Yo, Eze,
Mateta, Edward.
Coconut defender, they busy with Nunes, but
Mitchell.
Yes, not Mitchell. I know Tyrone Mitchell is the left. The only white guy. I forgot his name. Anderson. Yes. He's solid. He's solid. He's a solid defender.
The only white guy.
He is the only white guy. The rest are on the bench. It's all blacks.
They played good football, man. They played well. I really enjoyed their game.
Enjoy Crystal Palace game.
You see, teams like Palace are going to give Manchester City a hard time because they have similar type of players to Newcastle where they can pass the ball to Zaha and Zaha can take that same maximum. Go,
okay, go.
That's the best wing in the league for me. Anyway, Everton 1, Nottingham Forest 1. This game was strange. Two late goals.
I'm not interested in watching Everton this season.
I think Everton is going down.
After Lampard gets sacked, then maybe I can watch. Even with Ancelotti and Rafael Benitez, it's just been the same thing. So why must I waste my time in watching Everton? Come on.
Everton's going down, bro.
Nottingham Forest. Exciting.
Do you know how many players Nottingham Forest signed? 13.
13 what?
They've signed 13 new players this season.
Yes, look, the son of league, so it's basically.
Now imagine they get relegated. Damn.
Take those 30 players back.
Damn. Club is bankrupt after that, bro. Once they get relegated, they're not coming back. They're going to liquidation.
Baya support.
Yo, Nottingham Forest has more Champions Leagues than Manchester City. Had to throw that out there.
Fulham against Brentford. That was a good game.
More Champions Leagues than Arsenal.
I'm not saying nothing, guys.
Anyway, Fulham 3, Brentford 2. Good game. I really enjoyed this game. Mitrovic all of a sudden started to be.
He always does that though. He always does that.
Yeah, but all of a sudden he's Premier League striker now.
He couldn't
do it in the Prem.
Mitrovic has done this before. He shaxed us. He came into the league and then we were doing this. Then he flopped. Now he's back again doing the same thing. Hopefully you can stay like this, but I'm expecting another. I'm not. It's Premier League, bro. There are other players here. Look at Gabriel Jesus. Go up. You're gonna see something. Leave this team. Ivan Toney, very good striker. I think Chelsea should go for that player.
No.
That's a very good striker.
I think Ivan Toney is slow. Anyway. Man.
Okay.
Ivan Toney's not. I feel like Patson Daka's a better player than Ivan Toney.
Really?
Patson's not getting his chance properly at least.
Now Toney can play. But yeah.
Southampton 2, Leicester 1. Leicester scored first. A beautiful free kick by Madison around the corner.
Okay.
But damn. Shea Adams and Southampton, my word. Wow!
I didn't see
Ralph Hudson-Hotel Wow.
I was at the field that time. I didn't even see
Bang!
the highlights.
You know like that.
I
Bang!
know
Beautiful.
when his team plays, they play.
Beautiful. Leicester in trouble. If Rodgers doesn't jump ship, he's going down with his team.
What's next?
Yo, the Arsenal. Oh man.
Saliba!
The Arsenal, man.
Ah man, Arsenal's
Wow.
on fire.
Wow.
The only unbeaten team in the league.
Silky.
They are on fire. They play
Silky,
some
silky,
proper football.
silky.
No. Arsenal are definitely the team to beat.
Coaching tip again.
Arteta has
Arteta.
Arteta was doing it last season already. Last season the problem was the team was just wasn't clicking. Ujaka was just flopped. Remember against City, they were supposed to win against City. They had City. Red
Shaka's
cards,
playing
2
so
red
well.
cards. But now,
Yeah,
because
Shaka's playing nice.
they've got Jesus, man. If you've got someone you know, but you say give this guy the ball, he's gonna make wonders. Who's Jesus?
Did you see
Oh,
the
his
first goal?
footwork.
Did you see his footwork for the first goal?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
Gabby.
Aye. Him, Martinelli, Martin Odegaard. Hey, I know Arsenal.
I was saying to my
Exciting
Arsenal friend
Mm.
that they've literally signed Jesus.
Literally. He
Like-
came to save them.
Like they literally signed Jesus.
But I hope they don't do that thing where once Jesus gets injured or somehow, I'm not like touch wood. Once Jesus, something happens and then they just, well, it always happens, bro. When the player
the
is
squad depth will be tested again. But they have Aiden Kaita.
yeah. Oh yeah, they who was performing in preseason.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
but
we'll see
hey,
Aiden Kaita.
nah, but as I said, I've been talking about Saliba. Saliba is Jonah solid. Also up front, he's a very good defender.
Yep.
So, I'm really excited to see because he's been going on loans
On loans,
and
yeah,
loans.
yeah,
They're not starting
He's got
him.
his chance.
Finally,
He's got his shot,
and
finally.
it's perfect timing because they've just created some other team. They became Golden State. Steph Curry, Jesus, now. Yeah. What's the next one?
I don't even want to talk about the next one.
Oh.
Moving on. West Ham 2, Brighton 0. What do you think about that game?
West Ham 2, Brighton 0.
I'm really going to talk about that game. Because if I
Brighton lost.
if I have to give you my honest opinion of the game, you're not going to like me.
Brighton lost.
No, Brighton won 2-0.
Oh no.
West Ham are in trouble.
No. Brighton is a good team.
West Ham should
it's
be
a
beating Brighton
very-
at all, man.
I know,
But
but
the players that West Ham have and the money they spend.
I understand, but
But Brighton.
Brighton.
Hey.
Hey. I thought that coach was gonna. What's his name?
Graham Potter.
Yeah, I thought Graham Potter was gonna go to United.
Do you know what they call him? They call him a football hippies coach. You know, people like me, they call me football hippies.
Yeah.
Because we go extra. We're talking about XG, percentages. People who talk about football, like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
No, that guy.
My first F-bomb in 2 weeks. Anyway, I dropped an F-bomb last time. Did I drop F-bombs?
Parental
I'm
guidance is
sorry.
advised.
I'm sorry, so sorry.
Parental guidance is
We can
advised.
bleep that one. I'll bleep
Yeah,
that
I
one.
can bleep it up.
Only one F-bomb the whole week.
Nah,
But Brighton.
I shouldn't bleep it out.
no.
Let's keep it in.
Brighton are
Okay.
a problem. Brighton are
Brighton.
a problem.
Yeah, Brighton are a problem, but like, damn man, Newcastle, come on man. 2-0 Brighton. I'm the last cookie to crumble. But
West
yeah,
Ham is in trouble. They are.
yeah,
definitely
they don't
in
fix
trouble.
their shit. And the worst thing is that like they trust David Moyes so much now, and the
Because
team is
he's-
built and the team is built in his image. If he continues to play shit and they lose more games and they fire him, then Newcastle are gonna spiral into worse of a problem because they've allowed him to build the team for so long. You understand what I mean? So once that happens, when your recruitment strategy is based on the coach rather than your club's recruitment. How do I put it? So now Arsenal, if Arteta walks out the door, they're gonna find a similar coach who plays a style
Nah,
that
it's not gonna work.
No, listen.
Mm.
Even with City,
Mm.
when Pep Guardiola walks out the door, City are gonna continue to win because they're not gonna get a coach obviously that's exactly like Pep, but they're gonna get someone who plays positional play, possession, someone who's gonna be able to fit into the style.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he's created like a style, and this is the one.
Now, the director of football, Chicky, that's his name in Man City, his job is now to find a coach who will fit into the style. Bayern Munich, the coach leaves, they'll find a coach that will fit into Mia Say Mia, which is Mia San Mia, which is their logo and the way of playing, the philosophy. So, that's what West Ham didn't have. West Ham were struggling in the window because They don't have a director of football. They just signed, and now they were doing better because they've had one person in the seat for a long time, the longest they had in a while, and they've allowed him to dictate their transfer strategy. Now, if he would get fired, then all of those players are players that he's brought in for his reasons, and it's not the club's transfer strategy. So now the club are going to hire just a coach, not a coach that fits into their strategy because they don't have a director of football. The director of football will say, this is how we play as a club, and we'll find coaches that can fit into that way that we play. Club's identity. So Barcelona, Rafa Benitez can't go coach Barcelona. There's a reason why. Because his style and Barcelona's style are too far apart. Parking the bus and Barcelona, you can't go park the bus play Barcelona. You know what I mean? They need coaches that fit that certain identity that they have. So that's the big thing about football in general. Like now, I feel like directors of football are important for the longevity of clubs. I really don't see how Newcastle are going to survive if they lose David Moyes.
West Ham.
I mean,
Yeah.
West Ham.
Next game.
This was a cracker.
City and Newcastle, 3-0. Very, very exciting game. Very exciting game. Very exciting to watch Newcastle. Wow. Eddie Howe, fire. Fire.
Let me tell you something, man.
Fire.
Let me tell you guys something, right?
He's fire.
Let me tell you guys something. Alan Saint-Maximin is the best dribbler in the Premier League.
Dribbler?
By default. He's better than Zaha. He's better than Traore. He's better than any of these guys. He single-handedly made Kyle Walker look like he was playing for Langa United. No cap! No cap! The boy is fire, guys. The boy is amazing.
I don't think...
He's the player. He's the type of player that every time he gets passed the ball, everyone goes like this. The whole crowd just... When he gets the ball, everyone goes like this. When he gets the ball, because shit. But the thing is, he's direct, he goes past, he has an assist, he scores goals. Man, even Miguel Almiron scored a goal. The guy that Jack Grealish was looking, and Grealish didn't even start, didn't even play, didn't even come off the bench. So who's now who's the Almiron now?
I don't even want to talk about the Grealish. Grealish, he knows me. If he goes to my Twitter, he'll see Grealish. Grealish ain't nothing, man. 100 million, number 10.
Yeah, but we lost to talk about 100 million.
Nah, no, but
let's
yeah,
our big black man, our big Congolese monkey.
I believe, I feel like them Grealish at all.
Our big Congolese.
I don't even think he's a good player.
Our big Congolese guy went back to Inter.
At least Lukaku was Yakora. Let's see what's happening. Liverpool and Man United.
Yeah,
Liverpool what a game!
Crisis,
what a game! Yeah, Liverpool are definitely in some turmoil.
Liverpool are in crisis, man.
They've got how many injuries? Almost 7 first-team players that are out. They've got Mane missing there. You can just tell by.
They've got 7 first-team players out.
Yeah, they've got injuries. But that's not an excuse. It's football. This is happening.
I mean, this is Liverpool, man.
And then Orlando, is not really direct. I don't really think Luis Diaz is direct. I think he looks. No. He's very. I think he has his moments, but I don't think it can't replace. Umane played hard out, yabo. He brought the team together. Mane wasn't just okay all for Uber shooter from far. He got everyone involved. He's the one Fagir Musala. He's the one feeding, also scoring, also running into space. With the Diaz, I feel like he's a typical South American, get the ball, better lane, score, better bike. But I don't know. Maybe you're gonna see some more. But
I think Luis Diaz is gonna be an important. I'm not gonna compare him to Mane because Mane is Mane, but he's gonna be an important player for Liverpool. It's gonna be a very, very, very important.
Because Salah is in trouble. Because last year I had him in his pocket the whole game. I didn't even hear about Salah the whole game until he scored that goal. Like he ricocheted and otherwise.
But Liverpool in general look in trouble.
Salah wasn't in the game at all.
Klopp.
Van Dijk. The Van Dijk challenge. What are you doing, Manji? Go press the man. Yeah. Van Dijk, best in the
world.
best in the back in the world. Yeah.
Alright, now that's the roundup for the games. What do you think of what's going on in the window? Anything you want to talk about in the window?
There was the speculation of Harry Maguire to Chelsea, but I think that's died down. I'm quite happy.
That was a lie.
Casemiro.
Casemiro to United. Welcome to the Premier League.
Very good signing.
I
I think even
I hope he fares better than Koulibaly.
Hey, United raised offer for Anthony to 94 million plus add-ons. I don't know
This is
Anthony.
typical United signing.
Yeah, they just wanna
This
spend
is
big
a
and
typical
get him
United
in.
signing. All of the big spending players that spend big on have flopped. All of them.
94 million. 94 million is a lot of money for
More
someone I don't
expensive
even
than
know. I don't even know. I know Anthony, but does he even start for Brazil? No. Is he on the bench?
Yeah, he goes.
He goes on the.
He goes to Brazil, but come on, brother. How do you start there? In the
But it's
position?
94 million.
Yeah, he would have to start after that, after 94 million. But I mean, they've got so many players in those positions. But yeah.
What did you think of the Ronaldo and Maguire being dropped in the game against?
I would have done the same. Not
Yeah.
performing, you don't play. Got a bad attitude, you don't play.
Doesn't work. I feel like Maguire really doesn't work in that system. I know Martinez is like 6 foot something, but Martinez was probably
5'6".
the best centre back in the game. He won most
Aerial
aerial duels.
He was number one in aerial duels in the Eredivisie in any case. So people talking about being short.
But the thing is, this is the Premier League. You're going against Van Dijk.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
going to okay, yeah, but it's Van Dijk.
It's a boom tonight.
So, who else is there? Emerson to West Ham, they've signed.
Yeah, done deal.
Ziyech met with AC Milan director Winterla again. What do you think of Ziyech leaving?
I think he should leave. I think there's honestly, maybe he shouldn't. Maybe Tuchel should leave.
Damn.
I don't want to get into deep into Chelsea at the moment. At the moment with Chelsea, I want to reserve my opinion until I watch them again another game. But in my opinion, at the moment, I'm on the borderline. I think Tuchel is a problem with the players.
Damn. That's a
It's a
tough
big
one.
statement, I know.
Nicolas Pepe talks with OG Nitch to
Such a scared transfer to go back to France. I think he should have tried to challenge himself. Going to Italy, joining AC Milan, joining Inter Milan, or Lazio. Should have tried to force a move to a team where he can challenge for something.
yeah. Now he just wants to chill. He wants to
You're
chill.
gonna go play in Nice. There's no pressure every week. You know you're not gonna get relegated. You know you're not gonna win the league. You just play.
Aubameyang on Chelsea's radar.
I said last time. Orban
We
needs
need
to come to
we need a
Chelsea.
strike. We definitely need a strike.
Orban needs to come to Chelsea.
Hudson Odoi finalizing loan move to Leverkusen.
Yes, good move for him. Good move for Bayer. It's young, exciting side. I like the way they play. They're losing games, but I like their style.
Cool. Leverkusen.
Leverkusen, yeah. I like
I've
their
also
style.
liked them since the past season. They're the only team that actually beat Bayern home and away last season.
Yeah, they're nice. I like them. I like Florian Wirtz, Albert Diaby, Paulinho. I know those. It's barely because it's my side in Germany. Red Bull Leipzig used to be my side, but then they started selling all the great players. I mean, Christopher Nkunku though is going to be a nice player. Dali Olmo and this new boy Benjamin
cool.
Sesko.
Oh, Sesko, that's why he got signed. Newcastle signed Alexander Isak.
And I'm going to see how that's going to work out.
Yeah, there's a
Isak
lot of.
is a good player,
But Wilson is
but
old.
Wilson's
That's-
also a good player.
Wilson's old.
Wilson's a good
This is
player.
like a 20-year-old.
Isak, if Wilson continues to score the way he is, then Isak is only going to play in cup games, and then he's not going to find form, and then he's going to struggle to find form, and then we're going to see Isak flop. I think with the striker,
He
he
needs to
needs
come
to
into
come in
that.
and be the main man.
Yeah,
With the striker.
get you. Barca terminates Memphis Depay contract. Juve are interested in Memphis. And
I think they haven't terminated it yet, but
No, I
they're
think
speaking
they've-
about that.
I think they've
Because
terminated.
Memphis said he wouldn't terminate the contract until he signs, until
Oh,
he's got contract. He's already agreed to terminate the
oh,
contract.
okay. So, but the transfer season.
I think
is
Chelsea should have went for him instead of Orban. Say
Really?
that also. Yeah, because if he wants to play with the false nine, there's no better false nine in the game for me at the moment than Memphis. That's when he played for Lyon, and he was the most effective. That's when he played his best football for Lyon. He was playing as the number 9.
Because Havertz is not doing justice up here. But anyways, Gini gets an injury in training. Gini Ronaldo's career, as I said, was doing this, and now it's doing this. Gini Ronaldo is probably going to go down as one of the biggest flops at Liverpool.
No, come on, no.
Petso, he went to PSG, no game time. They terminated his contract. Sana Roma, he gets injured. He's just he's a waste man. That's what they say in England. You're a waste man. But that's about it for the show today.
Quickly before we go,
yeah.
I just wanna do. You don't have to do the. We were gonna do the betting, but I'll just do the FPL.
Yeah.
We don't have to. We'll speak about. We want to introduce like. I'm helping you guys. I'm helping you guys.
Yeah. So if you are in Betway or FPL, you know, you can drop down on the comment section on like what are you looking for like at betting. What are you betting on? You know, just for tips for other people.
And we'll leave a link somewhere in the description of the FPL league.
Okay, yeah. Also, we'll make a league. Oh wait, we should make a league, yeah.
Yeah, we'll start. We'll leave FPL link, but also put the link of the other league that we're in.
Okay.
You put the link under the description. And then basically quickly 5 minutes. What I would do, I will tell this tip of it, the one tip a week. Alright? Defenders in FPL, right? Because defenders can score you a lot of points, but you need to be smart. There's only certain positions in defense where they have assists, they have goals, and clean sheets, and those are fullbacks. Centre backs on FPL, yes, some of them sometimes do give you big points, but in general, the best fullbacks in the league will give you the best points. So that is my tip for defense. Fullbacks. Only fullbacks. I don't have centre backs in mind. Only fullbacks. Number one, and number 2 in my 4 leagues at the moment. So I've got something going for me with that. So tip of the week, FPL, find fullbacks. They're expensive. You won't be able to have Cancelo and Arnold. Or if you have Cancelo and Arnold, you might not be able to spend more money on midfielders.
Yeah.
But with fullbacks, there's lots of varieties. Most teams play with attacking fullbacks nowadays, so you can go for very cheap ones.
Yeah.
For me, I have Trippier, I have Zinchenko, I have James, I have Cancelo. Those are my fullbacks. And Lamptey. You see, so I've gone for...
It's a budget one.
Yeah, that's my budget one.
But you still... Yeah,
but
you might get some.
You might get it. So Trippier and Lamptey are my budget ones, and I've got 3 ones from the big club. So that's how I go. And then with forwards also, and wingers. So you look at smaller teams, you can go budget with the wingers. Because normally the smaller teams, they spend a lot of money on the winger or the striker.
Yeah, just to play. That's the go-to guy.
So you also budget, go to that guy.
They're cheaper. Yeah.
Exactly, you go for the budget. So that's my tip of the week on FPL.
So guys, thanks for joining us. Yeah, man. Yeah, there's more content coming through. We're just starting. Episode 4 now. Episode 5.
So what did I say before we
Episode 5.
Keep supporting us.
And some say look at us on the cover for the
Cause they just gonna sign this suit. Some cool. Feel just gonna sign this suit. Call my meet them booze. Just one to the Jum custom. Feel just gonna sign this suit. Just one to the cool. Call my big them boo. Wake up and go get the bag today. There ain't no other way. Time that I knew I'm a top dog is the moment I learned how to mind it. Hey, niggas they talking for traction. That's when I know we don't one of the same. I mean, I ain't on my own dog. Wanna link up, I don't got the time of day. Jum custom cool. Feel just gonna sign the suit. Call my meet them booze. Just one to the cool. Jum custom cool. Feel just gonna sign the suit. Just one to the cool. Call my big them booze.
Always Joe, but no pressure. Never feel to fit my schedule. Never make it thought I feel special. Man, I need a bag, it's essential. Man, I need a now on racer. I need a meal, nothing less. They try to have like blessing. Man, I'm soldier like
never believe. I got some brothers to feed. Cause some niggas it's been on the streets. There's no way that I cannot succeed. I said I need grind like I've been chasing cheese. This ain't just but I carry a piece. And they know me for disturbing peace. Tum custom cool. Feel just gonna stand this. Call my meet them booze. Just one check I got. Tum custom cool. Feel just gonna stand this.